Okay, so you talk first.
We just got done with Den of Thieves.
Such a good movie.
Yeah.
Except it was totally reminding me of The Town.
Yeah.
But until the end.
Yeah. This is classic Gerard Butler from the last couple of years where he's just been in movies that are awesome.
Even though I hated his character.
Yeah, I so wanted them to lose.
I wanted the bad. I wanted the bad guys to win.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that one bad guy's so hot.
This movie could have been called
Hot Guy
the
with
movie.
the tattoos.
Yeah, Hot Guy the movie, where it was the hot
What
guys
is
that
his
are.
even name?
It was Merriman.
What's his real name?
Oh, I don't know. He looks like Tom Hardy.
I've never seen him in life. He's hot. He's my husband.
This movie could have been called this movie is like about a group of bad guys going up against a group of worse guys.
Worst bad guys, which are the cops.
Yeah. And it's basically they're doing this heist so that they can rob like the state Federal Reserve.
The bank in California, the big one that's never been robbed in the movie. I'm not sure if it's never been robbed in real life. Okay, so whose son is it?
It's Ice Cube's son.
Ice Cube's son is a little baddie. He gets away with a lot. And I'm so happy that in the movie you never would have guessed it.
We should say right now we like it, but we're gonna have spoilers.
We're gonna ruin the movie for you guys.
Yeah.
So Ice Cube's son he plays the driver.
Yeah, his name's O'Shea Jackson, I think.
Yeah.
In real life. In this movie, it's like Donnie.
Yeah, Donnie in this movie. He's a bartender, and he's the driver for this guy, and the cops, the bad guys, like, get him.
Mm-hmm.
They, like, kidnap him, and they tase him, and they're like, who do you work for? What's going on? And he's like, I'm just a driver.
Yeah, they don't tell me anything. I don't know anything, so if something like this happens, I can't tell anybody anything because I don't know anything.
Right. Well, which is true.
And then he spills, and then he's like, I didn't tell him anything.
You know I
did
wouldn't tell
too.
you anything. They were gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Which, weird, because if they were in on it, why would they even do that? Okay, so anyways, they were gonna kill him and then put him in a big bucket of sulfuric acid, or whatever it's called.
These are the guys the
bad guys that he works for.
Yeah, not the worst guys. Not Gerard Butler's people.
The cop came up to him at a restaurant, and I was like, what's up? I know you from the gym.
Yeah.
Donnie?
He's like, yeah, see you around, guy. And then Gerard Butler starts going off on the two, like, main guys in the bad group, which is like 50 Cent and the Tom Hardy lookalike.
And then some big, scary Hawaiian
Yeah, and that's
guy.
when they try to, like, kill him. They call him Maui from Moana.
That's
probably
what he looks like. If there was ever going to be a real live action Moana, that's the guy who played Moana. Or, is that his name?
Maui.
Okay, so anyways, then Gerard Butler has sex with this guy's wife or girlfriend
who's a
stripper. And then she's in on it, and she comes out and she's like, I did what you wanted me to do. And I was like, what?
What made me laugh is when, like, Gerard Butler's in the bar and he's, like, first contacting Donnie, O'Shea Jackson. And he's like, you get a lot of girls around here? And the guy's like, yeah, I do okay for myself. And he's like, I do ya.
Yeah.
In the theater, I was like, what?
What is it called? He low-key was like, I'm always in my surroundings, but nobody else knows it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm always into, what is it called?
Like twists?
No, well that, but foreshadowing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I catch foreshadowing every time. And, like, this movie, I was not expecting
something like that to happen.
Yeah. When he gets away with all the money.
What made me laugh about this movie is that, like, you don't go into a movie like this expecting there to be, like, a twist.
At all. I was like, yep, bad guys lose, everybody dies, and then he's gone, and I was like, where did he go? Ends up in London with his crew, his real crew, with his accent. This movie was good.
What was that like? It didn't even sound like, to my ear, it didn't even sound like British. It was more like Irish.
Yeah, it was not very good, whatever he was trying to do. But then, it kind of seemed like there was going to be a second movie with a diamond heist, but maybe it was just like the end of the movie. But if there was a second one, I hope they get away with it also. I don't know. I just love movies like this. The guys were hot. It was good. The acting was good. The gun scenes were loud.
Oh my gosh, they were loud.
I almost had to cover my ears. They were so loud.
I did cover my ears.
Did you?
This movie like begins with like a gunfight and ends with a gunfight, and both of them I'm like,
I don't know. I was like on my seat on the edge, like, oh my god, they're gonna get caught. And those poor old ladies are gonna get sick by eating old Chinese.
Yeah. We were sitting there, and I'm like, is he gonna give them that old Chinese food? Like, the first time I'm like, that's Chinese. Why is he putting Chinese food up there? Is there like clothes or something in there?
Or like yeah.
And I was like,
something.
is there like clothes hidden in there with the food? But I feel like they would have caught that. And then he comes out to like deliver the food, and I was like, disgusting. Yeah. Do not give that. They're gonna get so sick. And the one lady was still eating it.
I know. She's like, blah, blah, blah. You have issues. I'm like, no, bitch, you have issues. You're eating old Chinese, and you think it's good. Which I guess I will eat old Chinese out of my fridge. I don't care. So I can't really say.
But it had to have been in there for at least
a week.
At least a couple days. At least.
Oh man, I'm never gonna be able to eat Chinese again. And then they're calling me like, yeah, the light skinned guy. No, not light skinned. I think that's why the clerk was like, what? He was so confused. He was like, huh? Stop him. And he gets away. Oh man. Because I kind of feel like this shit happens in real life. Mm-hmm. Like every day.
Like they were saying, like 44 times a week, Los Angeles gets robbed somewhere.
And like, I kind of feel like these movies kind of like give people ideas. Mm-hmm. Like, oh,
I do too. I was thinking that
maybe that's how we can do it. Maybe that's how we can get away with it. Which, whatever.
Oh, drop the money in water. That's how you get those things to explode.
Right? Who would have thunk it?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, man. Movies give away a lot of good illegal things. Not that I'm gonna rob any. No,
that's like when you're watching a slasher movie and you're like, if I did this, I would totally not do it that way.
Right?
I would totally slash that person another way.
Or like, I would get away with it. How did they not get away with it?
Yeah. Idiots.
I'm sad that those guys died, though, in order to help him. So sad.
We were saying during the movie, I'm like, gosh, I really hope that, like, the
cute guy doesn't die.
Do you know, we were kind of saying during the movie, like, I hope that they get away with it. Like, all of them get away with it. And, like, 50 Cent's got this cute family.
His daughter, whoever plays his daughter, she is gorgeous.
Yeah, she is.
Her mom, too, whoever plays that, they're so pretty. And then she goes to prom.
I felt so throwaway, almost. But except at the end, he says something, and it sounded like he said, punch it. But it might have said, my children.
My children.
I don't know, but it really sounded like he said punch it. And I turned to you, I was like, what did he say?
What happened to that guy?
Which one?
The prom date.
Oh.
He takes the prom date into a room.
The flu. I gotta go.
Right? Oh, man. That poor guy.
Yeah. Because he takes him into this room with a bunch of, like, thug-looking guys that have been working out in that room. And he's like...
We just want you to be home by 11:30.
Yeah. He's like, but for 16 years, I've been
taking care of my daughter all by myself.
Sole responsibility for my daughter, and
no, it's on you.
Yeah. No, this is extended to you. So if she's not home by 11:30, then
he was scared.
Yeah,
he probably didn't go to prom.
It was awesome. There's so many things that happen in this movie that there is a plot in this movie it's almost like it could have been its own movie, where Gerard Butler is this terrible cop, but he's also dealing with his divorce.
She files for divorce, which rightfully so. He texted her, you were so hot last night, blah, 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 but it wasn't to her.
Yeah, because he hadn't been home all night.
He's an alcoholic. It's almost sad, but also like you did it to yourself.
Yeah, so way to go. But that whole thing is like it was its own movie.
Yeah.
That could have been.
I hated the cops. I really did. The sheriffs, like, every sheriff thinks they're badass. Yeah. You're not.
That reminds me, there is almost like a running gag throughout this movie where the sheriff's department
and the FBI,
like the main guy is constantly fighting with the FBI. It made no sense, but I was so happy that they
he was such a little bitch about it. He was like one of the, like, I just imagine in high school, like, a little dweeb and, like, the jock, and he wanted to stick up for himself, but, like, I can just see him crying in his car. Like, you're so mean to me, and I don't know why.
Everyone hates me, and I don't get it.
This movie was good.
Yeah,
I want to go see it again.
Great time watching this movie.
I want to go see it again just for that guy's body.
I would see it. This is one of those movies that I would see. I'm glad that I saw it in the theater, except for the fact that those two scenes were super loud. But I'm glad that I saw it in the theater just because of the way that it was shot. I'm glad that I saw it. But if I'm going to see it again, it's probably going to be like in a couple years when it's like on TV.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because I don't see myself buying this movie. I don't see myself renting it.
I'll just go see it again at the theater and then forget about it. It's a good movie though.
Yeah.
Excuse me. It just reminded me of The Town too much. The masks, the heists, the everything. The Town up until the end.
And I haven't seen The Town, so I'll watch it. But
who's in it? Who do we?
Tom Cruise. The Town?
Did we just say Tom Cruise?
No, Ben Affleck. And Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
We just watched the trailer for it because she was telling me how it was the same.
I could not pinpoint what movie it was. Like, I just kept having flashbacks. Like, I've seen this movie before.
It's so familiar.
Yeah. Nope, it was good. I definitely say see it.
Yeah.
Do not take your kids to this movie. They say the F word a lot, the N word a lot. There's a lot of violence.
A lot of
strippers
nudity.
And naked. Don't take your kids.
Well, not a lot of nudity, but there's like a part of the movie that's got nudity in it.
It's just not good for kids.
Yeah, so
even like
is it rated R?
It is.
Yeah.
But people take their 13-year-olds to rated R movies all the time. I would say you need to be 18 to watch this movie at least. My preference. I felt almost uncomfortable with those old people in there watching this movie.
Oh, with us?
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of forgot they were there.
Oh. There were old people behind us. It was us and then a couple.
We were so excited because we were there for like 20 minutes waiting for the show to start. And we're like,
by ourselves.
We're going to be able to talk as loud as we want and watch this movie. And
so did the lady behind us, though. We were saying the same comments.
What was it where he's like, tell him to meet us one time, or he like tell him where we're going, because he's telling the bad guy of
the cop.
The thief group was telling O'Shea Jackson to tell the cop where they were going, and he said tell him where we're going, and then Taylor said it, and then the person behind us said it, and then the person behind them said it, and I was like, what is happening?
But it all collaborated. It was a good movie. It was played out good. It was written well. It was filmed well.
And when we say well,
yeah.
When we say well, we mean like in terms of like an 80s action film. Like this is so Gerard Butler. In the way that it's written, it's just fun.
It is
kind of fun.
It was fun. I was like, yeah. You were gonna want the bad guys to win, as in every movie. Who doesn't want the bad guys to not win?
Because again, the thieves are bad guys, and the
cops are even worse.
Yeah,
I hate cops like that. Guys. There's cops like that in real life. I just wanted to see all of them die. They almost all do, but I wish Gerard Butler would have died. Not, Gerard Butler.
His hand injury.
His character was just so like, I want you to. I'm glad you're getting a divorce.
That's
you don't deserve that family.
We were watching this movie, and it got to the point where the main bad guy died, and Gerard Butler had been shot slightly in the hands, and I turned to Taylor and I was like, wouldn't it be funny if he like died of his slight hand injury? Just right there, just keels over.
Here's a little humdinger though. He doesn't understand where his guy went.
And they never resolved the family thing.
I know. See, that's why, I think there was just so much going on in this movie that they didn't get to tie everything up. So maybe there's going to be a second movie.
Yeah.
That he goes to London.
Because that movie does not make sense.
2020.
They insisted on putting things in this movie that didn't have to be in there.
Right. It just prolonged it.
And then they didn't wrap it up.
2.5 hours long. Or two.
It was like 2 hours, 20 minutes.
Yeah, it was long. So like half that shit didn't even need to be in the movie at all. I mean, I guess it made the movie. Because it kind of played out like why he is the way he is. Mm-hmm. And like... Yeah.
It gave you like a little bit more emotional weight to Gerard Butler's character, but aside from that, you're just like,
I didn't feel bad for him at all.
Yeah.
At all.
I felt bad for his kids.
Yeah, I felt bad for his kids. I'm like, you have 2 kids and a wife, and you're out trying to do this.
It is funny. He said the F word in front of like the kids while his wife and him were having an argument, and she's like, "Oh, that's great," in front of the kids, and then the wife just goes to town. Like,
I can kind of blame her though.
You can blame her?
I mean, like, I don't blame her.
Oh.
I'm sure that like if just like the anger and like the moment.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like she like got mad at him for saying the F word in front of the kids.
Beats him up in front of her kids.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, Great example.
Right? Like, you can't do that. Yeah. You can't say the F word in front of your kids, but you can punch your kid's dad in front of your kids.
Don't be a hypocrite in front of your kids.
And then he barges up into her parents' house with her new boyfriend.
Yeah. Who she already has a new boyfriend.
She was probably cheating on him, too.
I love how he made that guy give him a hug.
We're gonna get through this.
He's like, it's okay.
This is better than therapy.
This is happening.
He did. And then he's like, if you ever touch my kids... I feel bad for that guy. He didn't deserve it. He was just trying to love on his wife. Well, ex-wife.
That guy was just trying to go on a date.
For real. Is this wine good?
How was he supposed to know that she had a insane ex-husband?
Right. Oh my god. Baby daddy drama.
Well, to be fair, she had only just delivered the papers, but
the thing that made me upset is when he's a cop, so he went into those people's house and he's like, call the cops. Call the cops. What are you gonna do? Get out of here. Like,
no one called you.
Go away. Right? Nobody called 911.
That's gotta be like against some sort of amendment, or
it is
like the Bill of Rights.
What I think should have happened is, granted, yes, they did just rob a bank, but when you decided to shoot them up in the middle of a freeway in front of everybody, they had no cash on them, nothing.
That reminded me, and you said you haven't seen this film, but they've got a highway shooting that reminded me of that scene in Sicario where they're at the border and they just get out and start shooting people like crazy. Except in this movie, they're like, everybody, get down below your steering wheel, get down.
Yeah, steering wheel. Like, bullets can pass through steering wheels, probably.
This still seems sensitive. I like that guy that got out of his car and was like, not today, Satan.
Not today. I feel bad for all those other people, though. Did they make it?
I don't know.
See, there's just no sense.
Nothing happened to Gerard Butler after he shot these people, even though they didn't find money on them, except for like the shredded.
That's why I think there's going to be a second one to tie up the loose ends. We got to tie this up.
We might be, if it makes enough money, I'm sure that they will make another movie.
I hope so. This was a good movie.
There wasn't a lot of buzz, in my opinion, for this movie. It was just me sending you stuff like, do you want to go see, like down at Thieves?
I haven't even seen a preview for it.
We were like, well,
there's no good movies out
We heard Hostel was good, but it sounds long and
boring.
And Forever My Girl just sounds terrible. Sounds like the next Nicholas Sparks movie coming out. I don't know.
What's that?
Nicholas Sparks.
I know. What's the movie?
Oh, it's Forever My Girl.
Oh.
But it's not really Nicholas Sparks. It just seems like a Nicholas Sparks.
Okay. See, I thought Nicholas Sparks was having a new movie come out.
We're definitely, like, I've got plans for what we're going to go see, because we need to go see
Insidious, which is our next one.
Yes. We're going to see Insidious. And we're going to see, I almost said Forever My Girl. We're not going to see that. We're going to see, what's that one where the person's a different person every day? It's called Every Day.
Every Day.
Every Day.
She's a different person, or he. I don't know. It's boy and girl.
It seems amazing. We're going to go see it. And then we're going to go see Black Panther, which I think comes out before that movie, but still we're going to go see it. So, like, I've got a list of things that we need to check off. So,
but it's almost 7:30.
Yeah.
God, I took my kids in for night-night.
Yeah. So, I guess final thoughts.
It was good.
I'll give it like an 8 out of 10.
I wasn't expecting it to end the way it was, and I think I was like, that's what made me like it.
I'll give this an 8 out of 10. I mean, it wasn't like the perfect movie or anything.
Yeah, it was like 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
8 out of 10.
That's
7.5.
That's even more appropriate, I think.
7.5. It wasn't a 10 out of a 10.
It was
good.
Yeah, we had a really good time, but it wasn't like the most perfect. It's not like we went to go see Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
That's the second time I mentioned Hot Fuzz.
I don't know what Hot Fuzz is.
Oh my gosh. I'm sitting you down to watch Hot Fuzz because that movie's amazing. That's my favorite movie of all time.
I'm going to be watching Hot Buzz. Okay. Fuzz. What is it?
Hot Fuzz. It's on Netflix.
Hot Fuzz. Oh, perfect. Okay.
Go and watch it.
Next week, we're going to do Insidious, which is scary. I'm kind of nervous.
We're going to your theater to watch that.
My theater. Yay. And then that's...
Yeah, so if you like this video, you can follow us at B-Rant Reviews. My name's Erin.
My name's Tay.
If you like this, please subscribe or hit the like button.
Subscribe. We only have like 5 subscribers, so we need more.
Yeah, so...
comment and like.
Yeah, and if you know, it's expensive to go see movies, so if you want to help us out so we can go see more movies,
please.
I'm going to link my Patreon page below. So thank you.
Send us to whatever movie you think we need to go see.
Yeah, put comments below on what you want us to go see.
And we'll go.
Yeah. And so I'll see you guys on our next video.
Next week.
Yeah. And have a nice day.
Bye.
Bye.